I thought I was going crazy. I had been having this intense burning sensation that hit me every time I went to the bathroom. Convinced I had a yeast infection, I tried every remedy, but the pain persisted. A doctor's visit revealed the surprising truth. Hi guys, before we dive into this video, I have something very precious for all of us. I want to tell us a very interesting story. It's a real-time story for that matter. A week ago, my female colleague could not make it to work and I had to cover her on duty for a few days. Later on, I gave her a message to find out what was actually holding her back. And she replied, let me read what she sent to me. I thought I was going crazy. I had been having this intense burning sensation that hit me every time I went to the bathroom. Convinced I had a yeast infection, I tried every remedy, but the pain persisted. A doctor's visit revealed the surprising truth. I had a urinary tract infection. Millions of women struggle to tell the difference. This her story is very important. It pricked me up because when I look back on my experience, I realized that she wasn't alone. Of course, she's not alone. Millions of women suffer from yeast infections and urinary tract infections every year. And many of us struggle to tell the difference. The symptoms can be surprisingly similar, very similar, and the internet can be so confusing and the overwhelming place to seek answers. What if I tell you that there is a way to get through the confusion and finally get the answers you need? What if I tell you that, of course, it's true. The internet is a very big platform. There's a lot of information. Of course, we need to select. It is very, very important. Now, I want to ask you a question. Are you experiencing painful urination, abdominal discomfort, unusual discharges? You may be wondering if you have a yeast infection or a urinary tract infection. In this video, and I'm going to give you the tools to take control of yourself by helping you better understand your body and seek the right medical attention. Now, what is this yeast infection all about? Well, some of us know that yeast infection is a fungal infection that is caused by overgrowth of microorganisms in the vagina. And this microorganism, we call them that tract. Of course, we are going to pinpoint on vaginal yeast infection for this video. Now, how do we know that we have yeast infection? How do we know, guys? What are the symptoms? The first sign that I want that we should know, when you start experiencing itching, burning, redness in the vagina or the vulva, it's a warning sign. Number two, abnormal vaginal discharge. And this vaginal discharge is very thick, white, and cottage, just like a cheese-like. Just like a cheese-like butter, like that. Are you experiencing that? There is something that you need to do. Do you have pain during urination? Do you have pain during sexual intercourse? Those are some symptoms that you may be suffering from a vaginal yeast infection. Let us look at urinary tract infection. What is urinary tract infection? We know that urinary tract infection, or some of us know that, is a bacterial infection that occurs in the urinary system. Of course, we know the urinary system includes the kidneys, we have the urethra, we have the bladder, we have the urethra. How do I know that I have urinary tract infection? What are the signs and symptoms of urinary tract infection? Do you have painful urination or burning sensation we have seen that when we're looking at vaginal yeast infection. Somehow similar, of course, it's true. Number 2, do you have frequent or urgent to urinate? You are a kind of somebody that you, in short, every minute, every second, you need to visit the bathroom. Are you that kind? Number 3, do you have a cloudy or a strong smelling urine? This is a warning sign. Number 4, do you experience urine that appears red, bright pink, or this kind of color? Just like there is blood in urine. Do you experience that? It is a sign. Number 5, abdominal pain. Do you have abdominal pain? These are some critical symptoms of urinary tract infection. If you look at the symptoms from urinary tract infection and vaginal yeast infection, you realize that they are very similar. Very, very similar. But what is the key differences between vaginal yeast in almost 75% of women and urinary tract infection? What is the key difference? Now, I want to tell you that while both conditions can cause discomfort and pain, there are some key differences. Number 1, yeast infection typically cause vaginal itching, burning, and discharge, whereas urinary tract infection cause painful urination and frequency. Number 2 key difference is that yeast infection is usually treated with antifungal medications, whereas urinary tract infection are treated with antibiotics. How do I tell if you have yeast infection or urinary tract infection? How are you going to tell? If you are experiencing symptoms, here are some steps that it can help you to determine whether you have a yeast infection or you have a urinary tract infection. Number 1, consult with your healthcare provider for a proper diagnosis to rule out if you have a UTI, urinary tract infection, a vaginal yeast infection. Provide a urine sample, a vaginal swab for testing. Number 3, share your symptoms and medical history with your healthcare provider. In my next video, we shall be looking at treatments, prevention tips, and of course, complication if left untreated for both urinary tract infection, specifically vaginal yeast infection and urinary tract infection. To conclude, knowing the difference between a yeast infection and a urinary tract infection can save your time, discomfort, unnecessary treatments. Remember, while both conditions share similar symptoms, they require a very different approaches to treatment and prevention. If you have watched this video up to this moment, what are you waiting for? Give the video a thumb up, like, share, of course, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that when I drop a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. I want to make you to understand that the unique symptoms and the risk factors for each of these conditions is going to make you to understand, if you go deeper, to bring out the key differences. You will be empowered to take control of your health. You are going to seek proper medical attention when needed. And of course, you are going to prevent future occurrences. Stay informed, stay healthy, and thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video.